And we're live. Hi everyone, this is amateurgamer, and now we're returning to Beyond All Reason Cast, and now we're moving on to 2v2 on the Crubick Plains Bar version 1.1. Gonna introduce the players first. Red is Legion 2, yellow is Jake Coots, blue is Peon Toe Polisher, and green is Nobel Man Big Spender. Alright, I'm gonna play on double speed and I'm gonna have a quick look at the map. So it seems both sides, I forgot to turn that off. I would rather us not know about their plans. Anyways, both sides start on high ground. But there's a pretty big... that's interesting. There's a pretty big... Are these scalable by... Maybe not. So there's a pretty big entrance, but with two players it's not exactly hard to hold that. And then there are some metal extraction sites. Interesting. Oh, yellow started here. Does that mean none of them are using the high ground? So yellow expanded very quickly to this high ground. And there are multiple locations to get some resources. A bunch of high ground, a very large open field in the middle. It seems like Red is actively sending units out. The other players are kind of content. The other players are kind of just content doing what they need to do. Yellow also has some units. I will admit, with the desert color on the minimap, some icons aren't the easiest to spot, but that's just me. Geothermal, some guards. Okay, so red is taking a vent. So red is controlling the high ground. Yellow is kind of expanding to here, so it's kind of a split map across there. Why is there a Lazarus? Was it like collecting metal or something? Anyways, it doesn't seem like we have a lot of things happening early on. So from the looks of it, if red does decide to go in there, yeah, there isn't really anything stopping them. Like a few guards isn't gonna do much, just because they're that fast. Though they did lose quite a bit. Was it worth it? I mean, it's gonna slow blue down, so maybe? It's a little hard to tell. Metal storage. So before, when I first played the game, I did get the impression that, you know, maybe you want to concentrate everything. But if you split everything up, right? You have some resources here, some resources there. It might actually work out better. Green really went through the process of closing things off here. Whoa, that's a lot of damage done to the green commander. Losing that there. I'm not sure if, I'm assuming the green commander blowing up might destroy Dragon's Teeth. I'm actually not sure. But we see red claiming these sites in the water. And we do see a radar there. But that's the thing, like, blue knows what... Like, blue... Whoa, these provide energy and metal. Interesting. Yeah, blue knows of red's position. But the problem is, I don't think they have units that could take advantage of that information. And they did went for brutes, so if red does decide to... If red does decide to use their mobility to move quickly against the enemy, because they do have the mobility advantage, that is something that blue can't handle too well. But if they do mass up a lot of brutes, they could definitely pick off a commander fairly easily. I'm not sure these engagements are... I mean, you're gonna have small skirmishes here and there. Yellow isn't doing much. A lot of maces from green. Yeah, we're mostly just seeing some back and forth. Okay, we're seeing some maces from red, which will give them a bit of a... Man, they are determined to push. Well, I'm not sure whether... Like, there isn't really an objective that you can achieve. Pushing through here may not be... Okay, now we have green. So, it does seem like with this map, it's very easy to devolve into just 1v1s. Because of how... You know... How you'll be distributed. Given how... One player might be focusing on here, one player more over here. I can't remember, range 350. 380. I don't think either side is very determined yet. Both sides are taking some losses. So blue does seem to have a bit of an advantage right now. Was there any friendly damage? Ooh, blue might have found an opening. That's the thing. If they gun for red, red has nothing to defend. And I think blue waited way too long. Now, if red get Lazaruses to... Ooh, okay. So blue is actively taking the metal to help produce their units. Red might have called for assistance. Ooh, blue's commander is really far forward. It could be interesting. Ooh, these Lazaruses are gonna pick off so easily. Yeah, those are free kills. I don't know what green is doing. Green does feel, and currently blue has a lot of units. And I don't think red and... Ooh, if the red commander gets picked off here, it's not gonna be good. Man, blue is basically at their doorstep. I don't think blue realizes that if they just push, there's nothing stopping them from getting there. So with this, getting map control and outnumber your opponent is just so vital. Yeah, they're... You went for tier 2? Oh yeah, tier 2 is not gonna work out. This is what I meant where in these kind of battles, going for tier 2 is really risky. Because if your opponent is able to take advantage and deal the fatal blow, you're basically screwed. How is red's commander still alive? So yeah, red is more or less out of commission now. They have nothing defending against this. I don't know why red went... Honestly, if red went for more units and harass all of these, blue wouldn't have a chance. So red honestly got greedy here. Yeah, that was a big mistake on the part of... Yeah, that was a huge mistake on the part of red. Red should have never went for tier 2. Going for tier 2 meant that they weren't able to sustain the forces to challenge blue. And now with blue... I mean, blue is single-hand... What is yellow doing? Wow. Yeah. Red and yellow went too greedy. Honestly, I feel like if yellow had went for tier 1 and just built up forces and just fought. If one of them went for tier 2 and the other went for tier 1 and fended off the opponent, it probably would have worked. And now red's more or less... I mean, red isn't completely out. But red is gonna... I mean, that's the thing, right? If red could come back... I don't know if red can come back. Yellow does have tier 2, but... Yellow can't single-handedly hold off. Oh, are they going after the... Ooh, losing the commander there. It's not detrimental, but you're gonna feel it. Yeah, honestly, in these battles, amassing enough units to... Yeah, yellow has to push. Yellow has to give red a chance to come back from this. Now, if they lose too much, it's probably not going to be worth it. I know it's really fast, but yellow is just throwing their units in, so... And the problem is... Do they have... They have a decent economy, all things considered. Yeah, so far yellow's doing a great job holding them off. They're producing more Lazaruses. If red makes a comeback... Because right now blue is really keeping... Okay, they have tigers. Oh, they're getting a pulsar. That's the thing. Actually, that's the thing. Like, blue and green might not be aware that red is making a comeback. Like, turtling up is fine, except for the fact that... Wow, suddenly yellow has so much map control. Yeah, if they take out all of these metal extractors, it's gonna slow down blue quite a bit. And I don't know if... Does blue has enough to win this? I mean, they have some hounds in there, which are not built for these kind of battles. That's actually crazy. Yellow is single-handedly distracting green and blue, which is actually giving... Oh, because this wasn't destroyed, they're able to rebuild that. Gunslingers. Metal storage. Yeah, if they could destroy a good portion of these, they are definitely slowing blue down. Blue's economy is definitely not in as... I want to know how... Did red actually lose their commander? Or was it resurrected? I just don't know. Damn, red is actually making a comeback. I mean, red doesn't quite have the economy to do so yet. But they are wisely... They got to fight those. No, kudos to yellow. I've written red and yellow off because I was like, oh, red is gone, green and blue. But I think green and blue made the same mistake. They went for tier 2, which slowed down their unit production, which actually gave them... Oh shoot, yeah, yellow's resources is... That was a very good move by green. Knowing that these wouldn't be well guarded, building amphibious, they could run circles around these units And meanwhile, red doesn't have anything that could help them deal with this. Sniper bot. Yeah, now they're finishing off. See, that's the thing. If the game lasted any longer and they... I personally think yellow could have put more pressure. Taking these out would have stopped blue from... And yeah, these marauders have done... Like, this map make units like marauders an absolute pain to deal with. So red will probably be taken out. They're probably not going to come back. I mean, they could try. So in the end... I mean, I did write red and yellow off, just way too early. If it weren't for green's plan of going for amphibious. Oh, they got experimental gantry. Okay, that does explain a lot. I was wondering, I was like, wait a minute, these are not your tier 2. Yeah, these are tier 3. At least I think they're tier 3. So green went for a gamble and be like, red's economy is not great. Yellow is fighting really hard, so I'm gonna go for experimental. Go for a unit that is very mobile, and that has really paid off. Like, at worst, yellow could have crippled blue, but to push through this would have been tough. Though I do think if yellow kept... Yellow could have, maybe not green, but yellow could have eliminated blue. I think there was a small window where yellow could have pushed in through here, destroyed all of this, back up, destroy all of this, and then make blue gone. If blue was irrelevant, then yellow might have actually had the chance to properly rebuild. But man, this was a quite an interesting match. It says blue did everything, but I think... I mean, blue did fight most of the battles, lost most of the things, and had to... Yeah, I think both sides went greedy. Red just got punished the most for going greedy, and blue really Red did keep going. Yellow did a lot, but there's a limit to how much you can do. But that was a fun battle. I actually thought that red and yellow stood a chance until I saw the experimental gantry units from green. And at that point, red didn't have enough units and blue made a push, which they could have done a lot sooner. But yeah, it's a pretty big map and yellow can only do so much. Anyways, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you have a good one. Bye.